Here we go. Good evening and welcome to the state championship Swarmcast. Randy Young here along with Brian Davis, Bryce Young, Casey Massey, who was back there in the back, but has taken himself a respite and will be coming back here in just a moment. We appreciate all y'all being here with us as we are going to talk Thomas County Central in Gainesville, Class 5A state championship for Wednesday night. Lakeisha Esther already with us, Philip Williams, of course, Avery Barnes, appreciate you, Obadiah as always, Robert Ramsey, and everybody watching online. This is going to be fun tonight as we have the rare opportunity of being able to talk about a state championship game. Of course, I guess it hasn't been that rare here in the last couple of years, but it is something that is to be celebrated, to be remembered, and not to be taken for granted. I mean, I remember flat out, there's Jacob Smith, Kyle Massey coming in here and saying something. The first state championship took us 33 years to get. The second one took 27 years after 97, and now here we are 2 years after 23 with an opportunity for another one. Just special, Brian. I mean, that's the only way I know how to say it, and I hope that our fans and everybody are soaking this up.
Yeah, I mean, went a long time, in a drought, so to speak. We're not necessarily a drought as far as good games go, but just a drought as far as being able to get this far in the playoffs. And now we're blessed 2 out of 3 years to be able to go, and it's good times.
Sure is.
Good times. We're blue and gold.
If you're watching this on Facebook, share the video. You may notice that Jamie Maders is not here. And, in fact, Robert Ramsey, he's already at the Dome. He's already at the Benz. He and his family make a tradition every Christmas or every, I guess, state championship week. It's a Christmas trip for their family. So he is already up there. He is going to call in tonight, and we will hear from him about 7:45. Coach Rogers is going to call about 7:15 as we're going to look back on the Roswell game. And, Casey, that's the video I shared just a little while ago. Just want to make sure. Yeah, it's the Roswell highlights is what it's called. But it's on Drive, though. But we'll take a look at that after a while, and we're going to talk about the Blizzard bracket and all that because the finals are done.
Yep.
We have a champion for our Blizzard bracket.
And speaking of,
do we reveal it?
Yeah, we're not revealing it.
No, why would we sponsor Dairy Queen like we always
Blue Blizzard
do?
Cup, we lift you up as always.
What was that?
The club. The old club. Blue Blizzard
And
Club.
we may or may not be eating the
champion.
Yep, the champion.
Yep. This
no sneaking.
No, we're no peeking either. But we will be revealing that here in just a little while. And we've also got a comparison to give about the Thomas County Central in Gainesville, which is pretty interesting statistically. I think you'll be interested in that. We'll talk a little bit about the college playoffs, which will start this weekend, and then we'll offer some final thoughts. But just a big night. Yeah, and Bowden just won their 4th straight championship, 35-31 over Lincoln County. That was a heck of a football game.
Yeah.
I got to watch most of the fourth quarter, and they were back and forth. And to illustrate just how important special teams are, you've got Bowden scoring a touchdown and lining up for an extra point that would have given them a 4-point lead. And they had the extra point blocked. So it's 31-28 instead of 32-28. And then Bowden goes down and scores a touchdown and kicks their extra point. So it's 35-31 instead of 35-32. If Lincoln had been able to get their extra point, then at the end of the game, where they ended up on like the 3-yard line, they're kicking a field goal to be able to tie it.
And they had a kicker with like a 50-yard range, yeah.
Yep. I mean, the game ended with them sitting at Bowden's 2-yard line. They were out of timeouts and they hit a completed pass and couldn't line up to get another playoff. Philip Williams, a true blessing. Some people go through their entire life, never experienced a state championship. This is very true. And Jim McCrae watching an entire game of the wing tee. Well, I mean, 2 very good teams. I mean, the Bowden and Lincoln County clearly had earned their way there. Bowden came in with a 12-2 record. Lincoln County was undefeated at 14-0. Bryce, this is fun though. To be able to be here, it's neat.
Yes, sir. I'm glad to get back and experience it one more time. 23 was so fun. At the
Benz
restricted area.
Yeah.
That was restricted. We definitely didn't go to.
No.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Okay.
We would never
No.
go into restricted areas
No.
that we weren't
But
supposed
I thought
to.
it was pretty cool, though. But
We heard it was.
yeah, I heard it was.
Through the
but-
grapevine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was talk that those restricted areas were pretty cool. So there we go. But maybe this time we'll actually go look at some of the restricted from
Yeah, I
afar.
think so.
We won't actually
From
go
a
in.
Yeah.
non-restricted
Yeah.
Right,
distance.
that's
What
right.
would be approved, and
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean,
That's it.
yeah.
That's it.
But yeah, last Thursday night,
Yeah.
great game.
Yeah, and we need to talk about the Roswell game, and in fact, we'll get it started here. And Ken Hortman will come back. The opinions on Thomas County Central not playing, we'll talk about that tonight as well. I guess we need to. Again, that's a
Yeah.
big story.
Yeah.
And
A red elephant in the room.
Yeah. And hey,
A big red elephant.
can TCC set up home with Creekside? There's a relationship there, no doubt. Of course, we have seen them. We saw them last
Yeah.
spring for our spring game, and there is no doubt that there is a relationship. So who knows? For goodie bag donations, family friends responded unbelievably. We just packed 330
Wow.
goodie bags for the
Man.
trip. Players will have bags for the trip back home for the championship ride home. Listen,
cool.
that is awesome,
That's
Ashley.
cool.
We appreciate that. And thanks to the community. Mark Harrison scheduled Effingham County. Well, that's on the other side of the state now, so I don't know about that.
That'd just be region play.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
got a point.
Might as well be a region game. Got a point.
Sorry,
Got
I
a
had to
point.
come in off top.
I mean,
rope for that.
I do see us doing a longer distance home and home.
Might
at
not
some
have
point.
a choice.
And I think at this point too, the way the power rankings and stuff are, you're going to have to travel. You know, if you can't get your immediate area to play you, or they already have a schedule, you're going to have to search.
Yep.
And so Effingham County, something like that, could come down the pipeline eventually.
Yep. And as Brian Gibson mentions right there, Thomasville, Cairo, nor Bainbridge will be on the schedule. That's going to be weird, but it is what it is. And we'll talk about that. But, yeah, let's go back and talk about Roswell, a very talented team who came into our place very confident. And offense that was very impressive, especially number 10, Campbell, the wide receiver. He is one of those guys that's just got something that I think that one's mine.
Sorry.
Is that yours? Talk. Is that better? Wait, let's see. How about that?
That's me.
That's you. How about that one right there?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
it.
there?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
That's
There
it.
we go.
You can turn it down though.
All right, turn it down a little bit.
Yep.
We're getting adjusted.
Sorry, I was trying to do it secretly.
It's all right.
So cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, you're right. But number 10 for Roswell is as
Yeah.
good a wide
Oh.
receiver as I have ever seen. You're talking about a young man that was able to make plays, and we're going to be watching some of the video here of the matchup. There were uncatchable passes that young man
Brock
caught.
Bowers like. I mean, that's
Yeah.
probably the best way to describe it.
Unbelievable. Now, not as physical, but as far as
As
his
far as
catching
the
ability,
catching ability,
shoot,
yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And on a lot of them, I mean, you couldn't cover any better
No,
than what he
no,
was.
no.
No.
It just, I don't.
It-
that one over he made on the far sidelines about
Yep.
the 30 or so,
Yep.
falling
Yep.
down with Ed coming over the top of him.
I
That was
thought he
crazy.
punched the ball out of his
I-
hands.
I did
And
too.
there was another one he called down on the field house end where we had double coverage.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, hey, we've got this. And, heck, he came down with the ball. The quarterback, Trey Smith, a dual threat guy, and we saw that too. Now, he could run it. He could throw it. But their biggest weapon was 10.
Yeah.
There's just no
Yeah.
question about it. Defensively, a very athletic team. But as the game went along, our guys, I think, again, physically just kind of imposed their will, guys. It seemed like, especially that offensive line.
Well, and I think, too, what was really big was how we progressed throughout that game and how Jalen was able to make those checks and reads throughout the course of the game. But he did a really good job of figuring out a very confusing defensive
Oh,
scheme.
my gosh. Yeah,
I mean-
because they would come up, jump
Yeah.
back, come up, jump
And
back.
walk around in a
Yeah.
circle.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
was like watching rain off of a windshield. He
Yeah,
just
he was-
went everywhere.
Yeah, he was able to adjust
And,
quickly.
and that
which is what
made
we
a
needed.
big difference as far as being able to read where the pressure was coming from. That makes a huge difference. But your offensive line, especially here on this first drive,
Yep.
man, what they were running that 3 front.
Did we just
And-
miss the 2 blocks right there?
Yes,
Yeah,
that
right.
was
Yeah.
the tsunami coming through.
Yeah, that was wild.
And we really just, like Jamie said, we were teeing off there off the line and just pushing.
Well, and the story of the night was number 2,
Yeah.
Deuce Lawrence. I mean, we could talk about everybody we want to, but that young man right there, and here he goes, 349 rushing yards, which is a new school record for a single game. That puts him at 1,901 yards. He is 99 yards away from a 2,000-yard season. There have only been 2 of those in Thomas County Central history. One of them by a guy named Joe Burns, and the other one by a guy named Debrell Smiley. And, again, you start talking about those types of names, that is some high cotton to be walking in right there. So Deuce Lawrence, no question about it, the star night. Jalen had a good game. Dunbar had another good night. But J.B. Watkins, I felt like, had his best game in quite a while. You can tell he's healthy.
Yeah, and just a real big presence over the middle. And when you have someone that has that threat, they're in the kind of that no man's land, 15 yards down the field, it opens up the boundary too. So then guys like Dunbar is able to get that one-on-one coverage that you want with him in isolation.
Yep.
And then it just works.
Here he goes. This is JB here. And once it's even with you, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Good speed, very physical.
And I'm going to tell you what, Rodney Dunbar may have had his most physical game he's had yet. As far as blocking and downfield blocking, he does great.
He's not afraid to take a tackler on. This was a key moment in the game. This was a 4th down here, and we're inside our 30-yard line. We bring the big package in, and we were going for this. And all of a sudden, their linebacker goes right across the line, and you can see the reaction from our guys. A 1st down, and we took advantage of it. And, Ken, you've got a very good point there. Deuce has only played 4 full quarters, like in 5 games the entire year out of the 14. And if he had been able to play the complete game, there is no telling. Torrey Marable's asking about the injured offensive lineman ready for Wednesday night. I know that there is at least one who will not be available, but as far as everybody else, I think everybody else is pretty well good to go. I am very interested to see number 2 on that turf. That should be something to behold.
Of course, we've played on turf a few times this year throughout the course of our away games, and nothing crazy to think about there. But it'll be interesting to see. It really will.
And Robert Ramsey, a very good point about how many weapons we're dealing with because, again, J.B. Watkins, Rodney Dunbar, Gary Pringle, then you've got Deuce, you've got Jalen, you've also got Jordan McNeil.
And don't forget about DJ White.
I was going to say, and Everett. I mean, all those guys are threats, and there's no question in my mind that each one of them, when they get their hands on the ball, they can make something spectacular happen. And that's what's so difficult about this offense. There's nothing that you can just key on. And that is an unusual thing. Most teams have got one guy that's kind of that go-to guy, and I guess we could say that Deuce is that for us. But if Deuce, we've seen it before, like with Houston County, if they want to load the box up and say, okay, you're not going to run it on us, then we've got an opportunity to do some other stuff too, and not afraid to do it. And Mark Lastinger, you make a good, or Mark Harrison, you make a really good point. Gainesville is loaded too. These two teams, Casey, it froze up. I don't know what's going on there. These two teams are as similar as anything you can come up with. I mean, they are very physical, great skill positions.
Yeah, even transfers too, apparently. And that's what's been said.
Yeah, I've heard all that.
Sorry about that. I had to.
It's okay. Yeah, all the 345 guys that have come from everywhere other than Thomas County, right?
That's right.
To go along with the 66 seniors.
Yeah, it matches along with their roster.
I put 14 in my Honda Civic every morning. Bring them with me.
Oh, my gosh. But it's two very, very similar programs, kind of mirror each other. Very physical lines of scrimmage, great skill positions, great linebackers, good defensive line pursuit, physical offensive line. I mean, it'll be very interesting to see how this rolls out. I mean, it's probably going to be one of those things like these games where two teams that are fairly evenly matched, whoever makes the least mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, and you just hope that both teams play clean and whoever the best team is walks off the field with the win. And if that happens, win, lose, or draw, I mean, you can live with it.
Yeah, you've had a really good season. And I think the big thing to remember is, too, in these last two games, we've kind of gotten off to slow starts, and we've come back from them pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think, too, one thing to remember, if we can limit our pre-snap penalties and kind of get better on that end, I think that will really help maintain momentum and maintain drives a little bit better on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, one of the things to keep in mind as you watch the ball game or listen to the ball game, regardless of what you're doing, Gainesville has been able to jump on folks early in these playoff games especially, develop big leads, and then just kind of sit on them and just squish you from that point forward. There's Whit saying, hey, Whit, appreciate you as always. But that to me is going to be one of the keys, not letting them jump out to that head start, because that was one of the keys here in this game with Roswell. Roswell started quick. I mean, the second play of the game, they get a touchdown.
Yep.
But when they scored, we scored. And when they scored, we scored. I mean, it was, we answered every single time. And that is going to be extremely important with this Gainesville team that, by the way, because of the situation with the Georgia High School Association and everything that has happened, they kind of believe that they're a team on a mission at this point.
Of destiny, so to speak. Yeah.
Team of destiny.
And they're playing very, very well.
Yep.
I mean, impeccable.
Yep. You go back to the Langston Hughes game for them, which to me was the closest thing, and here goes Deuce again. This run right here was incredible.
Wow, yeah.
And at this point I'm thinking, well, they got him. And no, they don't.
Well, and that play, too, was one of those, okay, we're going to run it, just try to get it fourth and manageable, probably punt.
Yep.
He takes it all the way to the house, and you just talking about a momentum boost.
Yeah, well, Coach Rogers said on that play, he had told the offensive coordinator, let's just see if we can get 6 or 7 and help ourselves for field position for the punt, and then he just broke it. And speaking of breaking it, we are going to see, you were sitting here going, well, if DJ White can get his hands on the ball, he's got a shot at doing something.
Exactly right now. He said that.
Did you go buy a lottery ticket or something? I heard
well, we got the Powerball tonight. I've got to do it. I probably used all my luck on this, which, by the way, I'd rather use my luck on this because the chance for me winning the Powerball is slim to none.
And Mark Harrison, again, that's where I was headed.
Yeah.
Turnovers against Langston Hughes really was the difference maker there because they had a pick 6 and 2 other turnovers that they were able to convert on.
And the pick 6 was a pass that was volleyed into the –
deflected.
Yeah, so, I mean – one of those unfortunate INTs that you just see wasn't necessarily the quarterback's fault. It just happened.
Yep.
But a huge swing of momentum in that game for Gainesville.
Yep, no question.
Because at that point, Langston was doing really well.
Yes, well, and that's what Gainesville's been able to do. They jump out to a lead, and then they just kind of mush you and smother you. And they've got the talent to do it. Mike Bufford says going to be a really good game Wednesday night. Got to keep our defense on key and let that offense do the thing they've been doing all season. 100%.
Yeah, it's going to be physical. There ain't no doubt about that. I mean, there's going to be some hard hits in this one. It's going to be emotional too.
Somebody was asking about Benedictine and Creekside whether they'll go over 90 points or not. Shoot, they may go over 100. I mean, both of those teams.
Yeah, they were talking about that today.
Scoring machines. Michaela, we're playing Wednesday night. Yes, Lakeisha Esther, they have very good special teams. In fact, Coach Rogers was telling me today that they have one of the best kickoff return attacks and strategies that he's ever seen. So it will be interesting to see how that goes. And here we are at the end of the game with Roswell. But tip of the cap to Roswell.
Yeah.
A very classy bunch. And our guys, I thought, played really, really well and took care of their business.
Yeah, I was really proud of how we played. I thought we played with purpose. We played really good, and we didn't get distracted. But the fact that we have really not bowed out 2 weeks in a row, I'm really proud of that because we had a lot of questions about what happens when we get hit. Do we hit back? And I think it's safe to say when we get hit, we hit back. And that's what you want going into this. And we still haven't peaked. That's, we consistently get better. And I think sometimes – when we trail, it's progression through regression almost, seeing that you can come on the other side of even your own adversity that you create yourself.
Yep. And Jennifer is asking if there is a send-off. They are going to be taking them through the schools tomorrow morning about 9:30.
They'll leave the high school about 7:35 is the plan.
7:35?
I mean, 9:35.
Okay,
Jeez.
yeah. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I thought it was 9:30-ish.
No, it's 9:35.
Yeah, so
that's the schedule I got.
Yep, and if you want to go to one of the schools, they'll be leaving the high school again around 9:30.
They'll come by the board office too. Yeah.
And here comes Coach Justin Rogers. We'll see what he's got going on. Coach Rogers.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Hey, sorry to bug you on a Monday night, man, but if we don't get it in tonight, we're not going to do it.
Ain't no doubt, brother. We just finished up a staff meeting now, grading practice.
There you go. Gotcha. Coach, first off, congratulations on the win over Roswell. Solid win. They're a very good team. We were talking about it today, you and I. One of the biggest things, when they were able to have success, we responded. So we held serve until our guys defensively got their sea legs under them and were able to kind of hold them back.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the early part of that game was a lot of back and forth drives. I mean, the second play of the game, we gave up a free runner off what appeared to be quarterback sweep, and they triggered too soon, and that guy did a little stalk and go and got behind us, and we gave up a free one, and then they hit two big chunk plays that were contested catches. They were just good balls and good plays by the number 10 that gave them some big chunk plays, 30-plus yard plays to really get to short fields, and that's what their offense is made for, is those short fields. And so in the second half, when we kind of took that away to where there wasn't, having those short fields and having to drive it and not getting explosive passes, you saw the defense just kind of strangle them out then, and you're getting some punts and getting them off the field. And then offensively, I thought offensively we played well all night.
Yeah.
Just from start to finish, we were able to move the ball efficiently, run the ball, be able to hit some passes, and just did a really good job of when they were trying to confuse us. I think we were doing the opposite. We were kind of confusing them and keeping them off balance.
Yeah, that defensive attack for them is unlike anything I think I've ever seen, where they would run 6-7 guys up and then run. I mean, again, it was almost like they were running a track meet back there trying to figure out where they were going. But it seemed like our line settled in and kind of figured that out as we went along.
Yeah, the line did a great job, just really, really good. I'll give a shout-out real quick. Kalen Harrell, of our co-line coach, man, he kind of heads up our scout operations, him and Coach Bill Shaver. And, man, they did a job coaching the scout D just to simulate those looks.
Yeah.
And all the looks you could get. And man, he did an unbelievable job. That scout D did a good job, and you could see it. You could see how prepared our O-line was with it. Coach Thornton nicknamed it that Gus defense, because it was get you some. Because that's about what they did. It's just Gus every play. They've been to get you some and come somewhere.
And I was going to tell you, Evan Reese, who is a Roswell fan, has just posted on here and said he had a great time at the game on Thursday. His first ever South Georgia game. That's a heck of a way to get into it. Do we have any idea about how many?
Right there? Yeah,
that's a good one.
There. That's a good one right there.
Yeah,
that's your
I was
first
going to
one.
say that's not bad. Any idea about the attendance, Coach? Have you heard any talk about that by any chance?
What was that? You broke up on me.
I was going to say attendance for the game against Roswell. Any idea? You heard anything?
A lot. A lot. Attendance was a lot.
Yeah.
No, I have it. I mean, it's been a mind warp, since that game. I mean, I ain't even watched that game. I couldn't even, other than seeing it live like y'all did, I ain't watched a highlight, a clip, or nothing, because we just didn't have time to grade it and look at it, because you turned back around that very next morning, Friday morning, and you had 14 games to scout for Gainesville and try to put a prep together. So now we've been just literally wake up, come to the school, stay here till after 10 up to midnight, and then go home and get up and do it the next day. And that's kind of been the rinse, wash, and repeat since Friday morning. Not
a whole lot of choice in the matter, Coach. And before we get any further out of the Roswell game, give us your thoughts on the performance from Deuce Lawrence.
Yeah, man, just unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's just a extraordinary night, historic night, and just again, he never seems to disappoint. When you think you've seen him be as competitive as he can be and be as gritty as he can be, he goes and has those performances there. I mean, it was the big kick return that sparked us in the Woodward game. And then this game, it was just all the tough runs where he pops out of stuff, and one of the biggest being the 3rd down and 18.
Yeah.
And so it's 3rd and 18. Roswell drops 8 a bunch, and that's what they like to do on defense, is drop 8. And so, we were like, hey, just hand the ball off. Let's see if we get 7 or 8 right here, maybe on a handoff, shorten the punt up to help us be able to flip this field. And that's really what we were thinking, with them dropping everybody back, and you hand it off to Deuce, and 3rd and 18 turns into a 50-yard touchdown.
Good call, Coach.
Just
Good
things
call.
like that. Yeah, no doubt, right? And so just things like that. It's just like, wow.
Yeah.
I'll become a fan out there quickly.
Oh, how can you not? I mean, you're talking about a kid now. He's knocking on the door of 2,000 yards, and there's only been 2 in school history. That's Joe Burns and Debrell Smiley that have ever done that before. I mean, again, that's high cotton to be walking in.
I'll tell you this, he gets 2,000 yards, we're going to come back state champion. You believe that?
All right. So Roswell, again, fantastic team, great fans, and we appreciate all of them that came and enjoyed the atmosphere in the game. And now you got Gainesville, Coach. Tell us what you see now. Again, you've had a chance to look at them and get everything ready. What are you thinking and what are you looking at?
Well, it's really like looking in a mirror.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many similarities. Their defensive box, defensive line, and linebackers were unbelievable. I mean, just so talented, so quick, so gritty. Very much like our defensive line and linebackers and how good they are. They're very athletic in the back end. Okay, very athletic in the back end, but very much like us, very athletic in the back end. And so their defense has a lot of speed. They're not going to blitz. They're not going to play a lot of games. They're going to play good, solid defense is what they're going to play, very much like us as well. In fact, not going to play a ton of games.
Right.
And so so it's like looking in the mirror there. We're going to have to be able to establish a run, even though their defense is good. You can't win the big one without running the ball.
Right.
And with Deuce, you're going to have to give him at bats. We got to know they're going to stuff us at times, but you got to stick with it, not abandon it. And then we need that, like we talked about in the Roswell, what Roswell was doing. We've got to find some chunk plays in the pass game, and so we need to be able to get them to come up and hit some explosive plays with JB and Rodney there. Now, offensively, again, they're much like us on offense. They're not going to wow you with 1,000 formations and things like this. They're going to get in 11 and 12 and even some 13 with 3 tight end personnels, big sets. And they're going to establish a run game first and foremost. And then as they establish that run game, they're going to come off with play action passes and RPOs and bootlegs and be able to get the passes going. So it will come off balanced, but you can tell they want to run the ball. I mean, and we're the same way. We're going to come off balanced, but we want to establish a run. They've got a very good quarterback going to Clemson, dual threat. And so he becomes a problem with running as well. A lot of back shoulder throws with their receivers, and also we have to defend that well too. And so again, they create very good on special teams. They play very well special teams. A big kick return in the Langston game for a touchdown. That was huge. But I think we're good on special teams. So it's just really is, looking in a mirror. It's 2 really good football programs, 2 very talented players on there and 2 good coaching staffs.
And one of the things, Coach, that they've been able to do is jump on people and establish an early momentum that they just carry through the rest of the game.
Correct.
Is that a good way of putting it?
It is. It's 100%, and so I think it's important that, again, you're not going to win a championship in the first half, but you can lose one.
Right.
And so what we got to make sure is, you don't let them be able to get some momentum early and start peacocking and beating their chest a little bit too early, because then they really start playing above their heads.
Right.
And I think that's happened in the Langston game. They had a fumble and a pick six that Langston threw, and then the same thing in the Rome game. And in fact, they gave up 2 big long runs. And so it's important we don't do anything like that. That we protect the ball, we play smart, we play good, make this thing a second half game where we've shown in the second half we played really, really well.
And, Coach, the Jacket Nation now are already packing up and heading that way. We made a reputation for ourselves the last time we were there. And, of course, as you mentioned, the not-so-random checks that will be done by security forces are probably checking the folks in blue and gold for horns, you reckon?
Yeah, you better get there early, because you probably will get pulled out of line for a TSA check. And so you might want to get to the stadium a little bit earlier. They'll be cutting it close because of that. And so you may have to go get you some cough drops and some lozenges.
There you go.
What they say that, since we can't use the horn on the cough drop, the Ricola.
Ricola.
So, get you some of those and get that throat ready to go, because I'm going to need you yelling and stomping and screaming.
Well, I will tell you now, some of the fans that I know personally that have kind of hung their hats on the horns are some of the loudest people I've ever been around in their life. So they are definitely – they've got the equipment to be able to make a difference with their voices. There's no question in my mind.
And that's it, man. They just these players love y'all. They love Jacket Nation. They love the fans, and I know you love them. And so that's all you're doing with your noise is just expressing that love, no different than you do with your own family. When you give them a hug and you use your words to tell them you love them, that's the love language that we have. And so we need you there. We need you cheering them on. Like I say, the boys love y'all so much, Jacket Nation. They're so appreciative of it, and I know you love them. And so that's our way of being able to speak to one another right there. So we look forward to having you guys all up there cheering them on.
I have no question that we will absolutely be there. One guy, Andy Forte, saying he's bringing his kazoo. So,
There you go. There you go.
get creative. That's right.
That's right.
Well, Coach, listen, man, thank you so much for everything that you've done. Now, we'll try to do this again next Monday night, and we'll do a wrap-up on the season and do a review of whatever happens Wednesday. But we're just so excited and so proud. I mean, at this point, there's only 2 teams left standing. Win, lose, or draw, it's just been so much fun, and what a great year, man.
No, there's no doubt. We're so proud of the year they've had. It's been a great year, and it's been a long year. It's a late state championship game this year, and so it's been a long year. But it's been just a joy to be around these young men. But make no mistake, man, we're going up there to win this thing.
Lakeisha Esser is asking, can they bring jugs or bottles with rocks or pennies or anything in there? And I don't know how to answer that. I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so. But if you want to bring it, they tell you no, just drop it off in the can.
Yeah,
They tell you, jang-a-lang, jang-a-lang.
I mean, I don't think they can stop you from bringing change in your pocket. If you get
No,
what I'm
and
saying,
if you have a
know.
water bottle or something that you get, I mean, that's something you could be improvise something possibly.
If possibly.
Yeah, possibly. Just say it.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
possible.
Hypothetically.
And also, too, DJ White's parents said that they love you, Coach.
Oh, little DJ, man. DJ had a big-time play now.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, I forgot
That's
to
kind of
mention
like the nail. That's like the nail in the coffin right there when he hit that return.
Yep.
And so, again, DJ's just an electric guy. He's kind of like a Deuce Lawrence. In fact, you just got to get him going. Once you can get him moving, he can make a little play turn to a big play.
Yep.
You just got to get him off the hump. And so, we love DJ. I love the fight in him, too, and how competitive he is.
Yeah, I think the mention of the change in the pocket and everything, it looks like some light bulbs are coming on from the comments we're getting.
I mean,
so
yeah, good.
folks are thinking, Coach. They're figuring it
Jacket Nation has never let me down on being creative.
out. Especially when it comes to making darn noise. I can tell you that.
Ain't no doubt,
Good
baby.
gracious.
They support these boys, and they'll find a way. If there's a way, they'll find it.
Absolutely. Coach, man, listen, best of luck out there. We love y'all and looking forward to seeing what happens. Let's go up there and bring it back home to Thomas County.
Ain't no doubt, Jacket Nation. One more time, baby. Hey, the good news is this is the only road trip you've had to make in the playoffs, so you got to be well
I
rested.
know. Yes, sir.
Take it.
You got no excuse. This is your one road trip. Country comes to town this Wednesday.
That's right. We're going to make a mark one way or the other, I can promise you. All right, Coach, man,
Darn
appreciate you. And we'll see you up there.
All right, see y'all. Go Jackets.
Amen. Amen. Let's thank Dairy Queen one more time. Blue Blizzard Cup, we lift you up. And, Casey, do we have the Blizzard bracket?
I don't. I didn't.
Can you
I
get
didn't
it?
get a chance to make that today.
Okay.
It's a whole process.
Well, why don't we just announce it? We are – is that a drum roll?
Kind of.
Is that what that was?
I'm
We are-
not
It was
Jamie. I
something.
can't. Yeah, I'm sorry.
The 2 finalists were chocolate chip cookie dough and Oreo. What do you think?
I may have stacked the odds here.
How's that?
I'm the one that made the bracket.
Cheesecake. Ooh. Well, actually, it looks like Oreo is your Blizzard bracket champion. And I realize that that's one of the basic ones, but sometimes those basic
hard to
ones are
beat
hard
it.
to beat, man. And we want to thank Dairy Queen for helping us. And we appreciate all y'all that voted. I mean, we had several hundred people
Yeah.
that voted on that bracket through the course of the last handful of weeks. And so Oreo comes out on top. And now I did get asked about the Blizzard, not the Blizzard bracket, the
Natural
regular,
bracket, yeah.
the regular bracket.
Yep.
We will announce the winner of that next week
Because
because
the state championship game has implications
Yep.
as far as who could win.
Yep.
So right now we are sitting in a possible tie, but it all depends on how the state championship plays out.
Yep, no doubt. Why don't we go ahead, guys, and let's watch some video of Gainesville, and we will watch this along with you. And I don't know which one Casey's going to pull up here. This is from the Rome game last week. Gainesville is in white. Very physical defensive line. They have a defensive end that is committed to Alabama. Number 8, their linebacker, who has almost 150 solo tackles for the year, is going to Alabama as well. And they are very, very impressive on both sides of the line of scrimmage. And again, watch this. It looks like Trey Brenton, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is their backup, by the way.
Yeah, their number 1 back rolled his ankle on the first running attempt of the night, so they had to bring in this sophomore.
Yeah, pretty severely, too.
Yeah, and he ended up with 220 yards. Coach Rogers today was talking about their tight ends. They have 3 guys that they rotate, and they're all very, very good. Here's your a kick, left-footed kicker, and this is about a 40-yarder, and he nailed the heck out of that thing. So solid on both sides of the ball. Quarterback, a dual threat guy. And this is a field goal for Rome that they made, one of the 2 for the night. But as you see there, Gainesville jumped out to, it was a 24-0 in the third quarter. The quarterback there, again, pulling the ball and taking off. He is committed to Clemson.
Yep, Hewley.
And you don't commit to some place like Clemson without having some stuff. And here he is improvising, and there's nobody down there.
Yeah, I feel like our offensive scheme and their offensive scheme are super similar.
Very
like
similar.
Coach said, looking in the mirror, it's, I mean, every setup, play action, they're all identical.
Yep. I do think in this particular game, they found something on Rome's defense on the edges that they exploited through the whole night. And here's the last points of the night for Rome. Another field goal attempt with about 11 minutes to go in the game. And that was the final margin there. It was 37-6. And, again, just a dominating performance from Gainesville. And, guys, as we mentioned, I think they kind of feel like they're on a mission here, especially after all the stuff that happened. It's them against the world. It's kind of like they're the Oakland Raiders of the high school football world. This is what we watched last week. But let's turn it around. Gainesville is in red. And this is the Roswell team that we just played. So there's Trey Smith, the dual threat quarterback for Roswell, making some yards. And again, short pass game, quick pass game, and that's one of the things that you're going to be probably seeing from us, I would think. We're not going to be able to stand back there and just read the field.
Yeah,
we're going to have to get the ball out of there very quickly whenever we're throwing the ball. And you may have to see possibly Jalen Johnson have a little more active role running the football.
Which progressively throughout the course of the playoffs he has.
Yeah, we're gonna have to tighten some things up and be really distinct with your decision making. To get what's available when it's available.
Yep.
So, gonna have to be quick for sure.
Well, and be patient and just understand that you're playing a very good team. They're going to get their blows in now.
Yeah.
Don't think again you're going to go in there and blow these guys off the field. That's not going to happen. But they are a team that has given up some points. I mean, if you look at their defensive statistics, and we're going to talk about some of their offensive statistics here in a little while, they gave up a lot of points to a Carrollton team that's playing for a state championship tomorrow night. In fact, not only a state championship, Carrollton and Buford playing for what may be a national championship.
Yeah, that's what everybody's calling it right now.
Because one's ranked number 1 in the USA Today poll, one's ranked number 1 in the Max Preps poll, and whoever wins it, I mean, you can legitimately say they got a claim to the national championship. But they lost to Carrollton, and then they lost this game to Roswell by 2 points, 37-35. And this was a very evenly matched football game. So if you think about it in that light, that's encouraging.
Sure.
Because not by any means saying that we dominated Roswell, because we did not dominate anybody, but we had success. Here's number 10. Guess what he's going to do? That kid, he is something.
Where was he going again?
Cornell.
Just on the academic.
Well, no, his grandfather said he's playing football.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he
Good.
messaged me on Facebook and said that he appreciated all of the compliments and that it was he enjoyed hearing all the talk about his grandson, but he is going to play football.
Good.
But
Well, he's got something to be proud of. I'm going to tell you that.
yeah,
right now.
well, I mean, and he's going to Cornell. He's got something between the earlobes too now, clearly. But again, as you watch them, it looks very similar to us. Very similar to us. Just think about the offense that Jalen runs. I mean, their quarterback, kind of the same type thing. They've got guys that can get deep. They've got possession receivers, big tight ends, and they can run it when they need to. Now, this is the big running back that got hurt. So the sophomore who ran for 220 against Rome will be taking care of the ball. Gainesville beat Roswell 2 points, yes. Low or high scoring game? Very good question. I would think everybody probably expects high scoring. I mean, these are two high-powered offenses, which means it's probably going to be very low scoring.
Yeah, I think it's going to be high scoring, but you're probably exactly right.
Yeah, I mean, that's normally whatever way you think it's going to go for sure, it goes.
It's probably going to go high scoring, but it'll be tit to tat.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, and that's what you hope. That's what you hope. And you hope that whomever comes out on the short end of the stick doesn't just give it away, because that's the just play a clean game and let the best team win.
Yep.
Big line of scrimmage. Look at them blocking there. Again, they're in red. Long throw down the field, getting back behind the secondary a little bit. And again, great catch. 2 for them kind of reminds me of 10 for Roswell.
Yeah.
If the ball is around him, he's catching it. There's the big running back running there, running hard, carrying folks. And then they score.
Yeah, there's your backup running back there.
Yeah, Ed, listen, Ed Guerrero is saying the best receiver Eddie's ever faced. Listen,
Yeah.
No doubt.
Eddie had him covered like a weighted blanket at times, and the kid still made catches. There's nothing you can do. I mean, sometimes the other guy just makes a play.
And those throws that the quarterback was making were throws that he trusted, that he knew the receiver would make.
Yes,
You know?
he did. Yeah.
Now, Lakeisha, we are not going to make a prediction on the score. I mean, and I think I'll speak for everybody here, and you guys are welcome.
Yeah.
And look, there's 10, by the way, making another catch. I think that was the one that kind of sealed the game for them, or close to it. We are expecting a very, very competitive football game, very, very close football game. When you go into a state game, you know that you've got 2 elite-type teams playing each other, and it would be a surprise if it was anything but a tight game.
Right.
Yeah, and this is a North and South Georgia game too. This is
Yep.
that's another aspect of it.
Well, and 2 blue bloods
Yeah.
from each area as well. And if you guys remember now, back at the beginning of the season, I said that Gainesville was my dark horse for the whole year. And there is no question, talent-wise, roster-wise, coaching-wise, tradition-wise, the whole 9 yards, they match up pretty good with just about anybody. And let's be honest, too, guys. They're in a spot where they are able, whatever they have hole-wise on their roster, they're able to go find folks to plug into those spots.
Yeah, they're up in that particular location where.
Is that Jamie Majors?
This is Jamie Major.
There is the one, the only himself. Where are you, Jambone?
I am buzzing in the Benz, brother.
Okay. So did you get to watch any of the Bowden game?
I did. A heck of a football game, man. That thing was back and forth, and Lincoln come all the way back to how they was down and made it a great football game. And just right at the end, they just ran out of time.
Yep.
They a little bit of poor clock management with about 2 minutes left to go in that one, and kind of put them in a bad spot. But hey, they come right down the field. They was inside the 10-yard line when they threw a pass and got tackled on about the 6-yard line, and time ran out. So just a heck of a way to start this whole Mercedes Benz Championship week. So
And now you got Creekside Benedictine, right?
yeah, Creekside and Benedictine playing. Creekside drove right down and scored a touchdown right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Shocked.
And,
Just shocked. How that
And hey, Benedictine comes right down and kicks a field goal, so it's
Okay.
7-3. So
Okay.
Man, both of these teams have a lot of great looking athletes on their team, so it'd be interesting to see how this kind of unfolds.
Yeah.
Looks like Creekside may have the most of the speed, and that their defensive front is really good. So
yeah, we know about Creekside and we know about Benedictine too.
Right, yeah.
absolutely.
And Lakeisha Esther says, "Hey, Jamie," and so does Whit Whit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They said to tell you, "Hey."
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Hello all out there, Jacket Nation. Can't wait to see everybody sitting in these stands up here. And so far I ain't seen a crowd yet that's going to be close to what ours will be. So
Well, let me ask you
as
this.
far as the racket we're going to raise.
Well, that was going to be my question. Everybody's asking, Jamie, are you seeing any folks with cowbells or anything?
There is some cowbells.
Aha.
A lot of jugs and shakers.
Okay.
A lot of stuff like that.
There we go.
So be interesting to see, with us having the reputation that we have on what we might get away with.
Yeah, that might be one of those things where everybody else gets in there with the noisemakers, but they're gonna pat us down on a TSA check.
Yeah, Wednesday might be a whole different, set of people that lets whoever in. But
Yeah, you're right.
man, what a beautiful place though to play football, and just so grateful for our team to be a part of championship week.
And Lakeisha Esther is still offering, if somebody gets the exact score, she is offering somebody a $50 Visa card. And Lakeisha, listen, that's the way Lakeisha is now. Jamie, go ahead, I'm sorry.
You good? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, how you feeling as far as our bunch is concerned?
I feel good. I mean, I think we're for championship week. I mean, I know we banged up, but a lot of folks are probably banged up that's come through the gauntlet of the 4 games to get here. So,
Right.
Yep.
So I think we're in good shape. We've got to play Yellow Jacket football. I think we do that, and I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about Gainesville losing their top running back. I mean, they lost him on the first series that they had last week, and we've got a couple of guys banged up, beat up, but it should be a lot of fun, man. Two very similar teams, Jamie.
Yep. A lot of good athletes on both sides of the field. Says a lot that you lose your number one running back and your backup steps in and runs for 200.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, it just goes to show you the depth of the two programs. So, I think that we have a lot of depth, and we've been able to flex that muscle a little bit along the way. And Gainesville doing the same thing. So.
I know you go up there every year for the state championship games. Other than our game, is there any one of them particularly you're looking forward to more than another?
Tomorrow night.
I was really looking forward to this one here.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to see this Creekside game because, we had a chance to do OTAs with them earlier in the summer, and I seen how good they were. They were very good. They kind of went toe to toe with us, and was really impressed with their defensive front and just the way they run their program. So
very athletic.
This was going to be a very good game. I'm extremely looking forward to Carrollton and Buford tomorrow night. That one there kind of sticks out because I really feel Carrollton's going to beat them.
And then you got Worth County too.
And Worth County being up here, it'll be good to see an old foe. As Worth County coming up here, I'll be rooting for them for sure. Run into some Toombs County fans, and they actually was from Worth County, and they moved to Toombs County. So she said, I'm kind of on the rails here, but I said, well, you still got them Toombs colors on. And she said, well, that's where my kids go to school. I said, well, okay.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, and listen, Sean Badillo's asking if you got you a milkshake up there, and if there's a Dairy Queen inside the bins to get you a Blizzard.
I hadn't got a Blizzard, but let me tell you something. I've got my steak lined up. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
And we're going to be good for Wednesday. So, but I'll be getting with you on that.
Oh, yeah, we'll make that work. We'll make that work.
I will be chomping down on steak. I promise.
You got me lined up. Me one lined up too.
Huh?
You got me one lined up too. Steak.
Come on, y'all! Come on. Now I'm not buying all of them.
I thought you were going to tell him he got him.
I'll line you up one.
I thought you were going to tell him he got you a 6-ounce flank steak.
That's it.
I mean, we can get you some flank.
Old flank.
Little, the flank steaks. They look like they're monsters, but they ain't. But about a 1/4 inch thick. So
yeah.
You just kind of flip it twice and be done with it.
Give it an antibiotic and maybe it'll recover. Is that what you said?
Somebody killed by me yelling, so I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
That's okay. You're better off.
How's that train horn? Is it working up there?
That what?
Is that train horn working up there?
Oh, it's working. It's working.
Good deal.
But let me tell you the deal here.
Okay.
I'm super impressed with how they're doing the food and everything in here. Just so folks know. You can buy you a $4 souvenir cup, and you can drink all day.
Oh, okay.
That is not bad.
No,
that's not bad.
You can buy you a hamburger and fries from the Atlanta Grill for $7.
Okay.
Wow.
That you can't buy a burger and a fries at McDonald's for $7.
No, you're right. You're right. That's not a bad deal at all.
This stuff's good. Slices of pizza for $2 a slice. I'm in heaven.
Hey, everybody's writing all this stuff down, man. They're like, okay, here we go.
Are you in line at the concession stand?
I'm actually right here beside it. I'm going to freshen up my little coat right here.
They're giving him a
I ain't
percentage.
no
from-
dummy.
Jamie said, "No, I had this all by memory."
That's it. They're giving him a
I mean-
percentage for this.
I mean,
forward.
I'm here with all my buddies, but we call us the Jacket Crew. You know, we've
Right.
been doing this for like 20 years, man. We all come here and watch these games, and it's just a good time. And it has been unbelievable to have our team up here when we're up here. So,
Yeah, it's special, man. And Jamie, that's what we were saying earlier. Is our fans just need to really appreciate this. These things don't come
Absolutely.
around. They don't come around every year like last year. Again, we got knocked out in the quarters, and we just need to savor it and enjoy it while it's here.
absolutely. And everybody just make their plans. I was hearing that we were working on our 5th fan bus to come up here,
That's
which
what I
is
heard, too.
amazing because I know how many Yellow Jackets will drive. I mean, they'll be driving up here by the thousands, but we got 5 fan buses also, so that's even better.
Yeah, Tom Van
So,
Gundy says you're getting your NIL money from the concession stand percentages.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. And I like these, so I mean, I'm good with that.
That's it. That's it. Well, Jamie, hey man, go enjoy the game, and we will definitely talk at you later on. We'll see you Wednesday when we go get that lunch and get that steak. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely, brother. I'm looking forward to that too. But man, y'all be careful on the drive up here, Yellow Jacket Nation. Be careful on the drive up here, and I can't wait to hear all you guys, women, children. I don't care who you are. Just come on up here and raise some sand because we're gonna show them what the Yellow Jacket Nation's all about.
Absolutely, man. All right, guys. Anything for Jamie before we let him go?
Hey, see you there, buddy.
Oh man, I can't wait. Y'all come on.
All right, man. We'll see you up there, Jamie. Appreciate you.
Hey, go Jackets.
Yeah, amen. 100%. Guys, again, we want to thank Dairy Queen. Blue Blizzard Cup, we lift you up. How's yours?
How'd you
Is
do
yours
it
on?
twice?
Yeah, go on again.
A little bit.
Yeah, I got Oreos stuck in my mouth.
Phlegm?
or something. Uncle Phlegm.
Good Lord.
That's the old Olympic skater joke about what's green and ice skates. Green, slimy, and ice skates is Peggy Phlegm, which was gold medalist back in the day. But anyway, we appreciate Dairy Queen the whole
we
year.
won't charge you for that one.
No,
Hold
that
on,
one's
hold
free.
on. Should I hit him with it?
No. Jamie would be proud. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's bring, if you've got that stat sheet, let's pull that up real quick, and we're going to do some comparison. And I don't know how well you guys can see this. However, this is very compelling. If you look at the top grid at the very, very top, of course, Thomas County Central on the left, Gainesville over on the right. Thomas County Central 14-0, Gainesville 12-2. Thomas County Central averaging 53.3 points per game, Gainesville 42. Thomas County Central allowing 10 points per game, Gainesville 15. Now, I will say I would be very curious to see what our starting defense has given up, because a lot of the points that you would see averaged into that have been those second half points against the backups, which, again, 10 points is nothing bad about that by any means. Rushing yards, virtually even. 225 for Central, 227 for Gainesville. Passing yards, now this is a little bit different. 212 for Central, 184. So about 40 yards or so difference. Total average yards, Thomas County Central 475 and Gainesville 411. Deuce Lawrence, this is inaccurate. We have gone back and recalibrated everything and re-added everything up. Deuce will come into this game with 1,901 yards, 24 touchdowns, which is just incredible. Jordan McNeil has 562. What's impressive about those two, look at the average yards per carry, 9.6 and 9.9. And Jordan McNeil is a backup with 10 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Of course, Jalen Johnson down there with 280 yards, averaging about 4.3. Now Gainesville, Nigel Newkirk, that is the number one running back that we don't know. If he plays now, he's going to be limited. 1,400 yards. But his backup, Dwight Lewis, 1,000 yards. And that's the sophomore, averaging right at 9 yards a carry. So very impressive.
Yeah, but physically they're about the same running back, so we're preparing the same either way.
Yeah, 100%.
So.
Now, I don't think that Lewis has got the speed that Deuce has got. But
no, I mean, they're
those two,
running backs.
yeah, very similar. You're right. And then Kareem Hewley, 279 yards, averaging about 5 yards. So, again, almost mirror images there. Passing-wise, look at the yardage. Jalen Johnson, 2,503 yards with 161 completions on 233 attempts, 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Hewley, 166 completions on 262 attempts, 24-67 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Again, almost mirror images. Receiving, J.B. Watkins leading the team with 804, almost 16 yards a pop. Rodney Dunbar, 679, 16 and a half a pop. And then D.J. White with 22 yards a pop. Between those three, there are 37 touchdowns. And if there is a difference on here that jumps out to me, those three guys compared, and there's nothing wrong with Gainesville's guys. Now, again, you got 689 with Phillip Williams, Colin Porterfield, 382, Cameron James with 358. But the touchdown totals, between all of their three top receivers, you've got 18 touchdowns compared to the 37 or 27 from JB and Dunbar and DJ.
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest thing to remember is it's all about how the offense flows and certain things like that, too. And Gainesville does score a lot of points outside of play as far as special teams go, too, so that factors in a little bit. I think when it comes down to it, as far as percentage and how much Gainesville throws the ball, you're pretty much dead even. The difference, I think, a lot of times, too, is yards after catch, which we know that J.B. Watkins is one of the best guys at getting yards after catch. But our wide receiver blocking, to me, has really come on in a mighty way here in the past few weeks. I think bolstered behind Rodney Dunbar, who is extremely physical, extremely good, and not only catching the ball, but also setting up those downfield blocks for his other receivers to be able to, and screens, too, have been huge a lot of times because of Rodney Dunbar being able to block downfield.
Now, this jumps out. Look at the top tacklers here. Amari Stevenson, 67 tackles. Look at Gainesville. Xavier Griffin, the young man that's going to Alabama, 107 total tackles, 13 tackles for loss. Man, their defense is incredible. Very, very sporting. But as far as yardage and all that stuff, I mean, it's basically a wash.
Yeah.
It really is. A couple of questions from you guys. Ken Hortman's asking how many people per bus on a fan bus? 50-ish?
I was thinking about 50.
50 or so, because it's those charter buses, and you can't fit as many on them as you can with the Yellowhounds. But no, that's the school buses. I think it's 50-ish, maybe 60.
I'd have to see. I don't know.
I think it's 60-ish. What part of the game is going to be the difference? Offense, defense, special teams, or coach? Tom, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the difference is going to be mistakes. I mean, in a game with these types of teams, both of them very similar. I think, again, whoever makes the least mistakes is going to walk out of there the winner.
You know what I think?
What's that?
Who's ever quarterback can improvise and win it on their feet. That's my opinion.
Sure.
Because both lines of scrimmage are going to be deadlocked.
Yeah.
I think both teams are going to do a very good job at limiting each other's running backs, and that's going to be the difference. Can you contain the quarterback's legs on either side?
Yeah.
And I think that's how – and mixed with the mistakes, obviously, because that's what makes a football game. But I think it's going to be a huge part in winning or losing, too.
Lakeisha asked her a very good point. They're going to be focused on deuce. Got to be able to spread the ball out. I think being able – and Coach said that just a little while ago. Hitting those opportunistic passes when they're available, you've got to take advantage of those opportunities. We can't have those drops in the key situations. Creekside now is up 14-3. Let's see, whoever has the least amount of penalties, again, which goes back to the mistakes.
Yep.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
We've had a lot here in this playoff run.
Yep. As far as radio stuff is concerned, let me just share this with you. We will be broadcasting inside the stadium on 88.5. Now, let me say this. We start on 88.5, but a lot of times, especially around Metro Atlanta, we run into interference on that frequency. So we will start moving up at 88.7, 88.9, 89.1. I mean, we'll move up in increments of 0.2 from 88.5. And we'll let everybody know on social media where we land, what the frequency is going to be. But if you want to bring your radio with you, you'll be able to sit in the stands and be able to hear us up in the stands there inside Mercedes Benz. Of course, if you're at home, you can listen on 106.3 FM. If you're out and about nationally or whatever you may be internationally, because I know we got some folks across the borders that have already messaged that will be listening, you can go to WTUFradio.com. WTUFradio.com. Click on the live stream and be able to listen from wherever you want. Now, it will be available on Georgia Public Television.
You can get it online, too. I was watching
it. So you go to gpb.org, and you can watch it there. Now, already have had somebody ask me, how do I sync up y'all's audio with that video?
That's up to you, Hal.
I don't know what to tell you. Good luck on that. But what people have been doing is streaming both and then pausing it and getting it synced up. And that's about the best way I know how to tell you to do it.
You probably have to pause the radio because the TV is probably good. Well, I don't know. GPB it's not streamed, so
Might not be that far behind it.
yeah, we may be behind. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
Whatever.
you guys,
pause one until it catches up.
yeah, you'll figure it out, and just kind of listen to us describing a player or talking about something, and then find the same thing with the video and get them synced up, and then let them play, and you should be good to go. But that's the information for you. The good news is you don't have to pay for a video live stream this week.
Yep.
You can watch it free wherever you're at.
And it's on a lot of cable networks. I know
Yeah.
we have YouTube TV, and we get it on there with the with the base plan.
Hulu
so,
too, yeah.
Yeah. So your TV provider, if you do subscriptions and streaming and all that,
Yeah.
probably has it.
And Ed, I think that Georgia Public Television has a YouTube channel that
yeah.
you can go to as well. So there's plenty of ways to watch it. I hope you guys are able to listen to us, but at the very, very least, if you're listening, stay with it. If you want to watch it, stay with it. If you want to try to go getting that sinking thing, good luck.
That's on
Yeah.
You figure it out.
And a big thank you to the GPB because they do an excellent
They do.
job of providing it
Yeah.
free
Yep.
to a lot of people across the nation.
Yep, no doubt. Yeah, and it's a whiteout.
Yep.
It is a whiteout. Of course, I had people blowing me up. I went and bought blue shirts, and now it's a whiteout. Well, guess what? Go get some white shirts. I mean, you'll use the
wear 'em.
blue shirts at some point in time. Just don't gain a lot of weight between now and next football season. But yeah, it is a whiteout. So you will be all prepared. We'll be dressed in all white as far as the team is concerned. 52, 54, 56 on the bus. Depends on the size of the bus. Thank you, Mark Harris. Appreciate that. Do you have the picture of Zakiria? Because we want to congratulate Zakiria Hightower, who is the WALB and VSU Scholar Athlete of the Week. How about that?
Awesome.
And she's a heck of a football player. I think she was the Defensive Player of the Year in our area, Brian, if I remember reading that right.
She's really, really, really good. I'm going to tell you, flag football for us is just different. And, of course, talk about that, the team that beat us there in the playoffs.
Blessed Trinity.
They're playing for a state title this week.
Yep. I think
So-
they're playing tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tomorrow morning, as a
and
matter of fact.
we lost 6-7 to them, and they're playing Milton, who is also in their region or area, for a state championship tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Yep. And David Jackson, I will be taking the Santa hat with me, but I don't think I'm going to be wearing it during the game because this would drive me nuts. So just saying, that's not going to work.
That's
It's your
driving
best
me
look
nuts.
today.
And yes, Sean Video, that is Chester Hightower's
Yep.
daughter, and she is one heck of a young lady. And thank goodness that she got her mama's academic genes. Let's just put it that way, because I know the daddy. Just saying, he was a student of mine too, just like everybody here was. You guys want to talk about the college playoffs real quick? Starts this weekend.
Yeah.
Any
It
thoughts?
does.
You got Alabama and Oklahoma Friday night, and then you've got
That'll be
a
a good
full day of it on Saturday with Oregon and James Madison, and then the Tulane and Ole Miss game, and then there's another one.
Tulane Ole Miss has got my attention, obviously because of what Florida has at state now with Tulane, with John Summerall. But I think, too, I wouldn't be surprised if both James Madison and Tulane play with a little bit of purpose and stuff. I mean, everybody's discrediting them, and I think the same about Alabama, too. A lot of people says, hey, they don't deserve to be there, this, that, and the other. Every time we say that about Alabama, they wind up going at least to the semifinals, so you be careful with them.
I think Tulane drew the short stick because they're kind of like Gainesville at the college level right now, what they've lost in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And
Miami and
they're gonna
A&M,
be-
that's it.
They're going to be in a mission.
Yeah.
And I go and tell you that Miami A&M game,
That's
that
be a
one's
war.
going to be a good one.
That will be a war.
Yeah.
In fact, of all of the games, that's the one that I'm probably more intrigued with.
Oh, yeah,
anything.
me too. Because they're at College Station, too.
The word I've been hearing is that Alabama's quarterback, Ty Simpson, got banged up pretty bad in that SEC championship game, and he's sore but is scheduled to play. So that'll be very interesting to keep an eye on. But that will get started this weekend, and then it takes off from there.
And Oklahoma's got consistently better throughout the season, too, I thought.
Except,
Man.
yeah, their
Yeah.
offense needs to pick it up.
Man,
Yeah.
their defense, so my gosh.
Yeah, they're good.
I mean, that defense
But
is legit.
but the moment they can't hold them, they're going to be in trouble.
And considering Brett Venables was sitting on the bubble, a lot of people thought he was going to be in the hot seat this year. He's
Yeah.
done a tremendous job.
Yeah, he sure has. He sure has. Guys, and I want to go back real quick to Ken Hortman's question about Thomasville and dropping us from the schedule. I mean, let's just be honest here. I mean, the two programs, and if you read, and I liked what Jeremy Rayburn said today. The newspaper did a story about it that you can read online. He just said that, we're not trying to schedule Valdosta and Lowndes and those types of teams right now, and that's where Central's at. And sometimes you got to do what you feel is best in the interest of your program. And that may be difficult decisions, but that's what you got to do. And don't get me wrong, I have been through stretches of years where we weren't playing each other, and it always feels like there's a hole in the schedule. And this is going to be very strange for Central folks. Now, there's no way around it. Without Bainbridge, without Cairo, and without Thomasville on the schedule, we have never had a schedule with those three teams where not one of those three teams weren't on the schedule. And, Lakeisha Esther was the last time that we didn't play was 2015. But I am not going to throw blame or cast blame on anybody. Folks have got to do what they feel like is best in the best interest of their program. And Thomasville, they're losing a bunch of seniors this year. I mean, right at 30 seniors. It's going to be a big rebuilder year down there. And, Thomas County Central's got a lot that's going to be coming back. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, we're losing a lot, too, now.
We're going to be losing a lot, but there's no question that there's a lot in that sophomore class and that junior class that will be coming back, a bunch of all-region guys. So, not faulting Thomasville. They got to do what they got to do for their program, and we'll do what we got to do for our program. I mean, that's the bottom line. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens schedule-wise now. I mean, everybody's making a bunch of suggestions about trying to get out-of-state opponents, and somebody was asking me today about the kickoff classic games. Well, those now, if you go look, those are played in the middle of the week up in North Georgia, outside, not in the bins, and you're talking about taking your kids on a road trip at the beginning of August in the middle of the week where you're going to miss 2 days of school. That's just a big ask.
Probably on the first or second week of school.
Yep.
Now, but, yeah.
Let's see. Who do we like, Buford or Carrollton? Ooh.
I like Carrollton.
I do, too.
And Scott Bass said is a fantastic point.
Yeah.
New rules make it where all 10 games matter. It's not just about region. Makes sense not to have a 50-point loss record. I get it.
And Thomasville's region just got bigger. Cook County got the appeal, and they're moving to their region and their divisions. They got larger. I get it.
Yep.
And, they're still –
Not thrilled about it, not happy about it from a competitive standpoint and a community standpoint, but those folks have got to do what they got to do to protect their program and what they feel like is in the best interest of their program. No problem with it. No problem with it.
Okay.
What do you guys think about Buford and Carrollton? Any thoughts on that?
I just think Carrollton's going to win. I mean, they proved everybody wrong when they played Grayson. So
Yeah. And I think Buford's good, too, and I think it's going to be a really, really good game. And I like the way Carrollton plays. And I think Joey King, next to Justin Rogers, is one of the best head coaches in the state.
Oh,
it also helps when you got a running back looks like he's chiseled out of stone.
What is the deal there?
I don't know. I think he's a junior in college.
They went over to Greece and brought back the statue of David.
Yeah.
What is his name?
I have no idea.
David.
No. Talking about the running back.
I know.
Creekside 21-3. Yeah, if you want to look that up real quick. I'm with you, Bryce. I mean, to me, Carrollton got everybody's attention with that Grayson game, and they dominated that game. Now, and Grayson was number one in the nation unanimously by most of those polls, and Carrollton was, they were 7 or 8 in a lot of those national polls, and they immediately bolted
Cam Wood.
My gosh,
Cameron
he
Wood.
is something now.
Man.
Yeah, when they beat Grayson, they not only on the ground, they bombed it too now.
You waving to us? I thought you were saying bye-bye.
That's going to be a college-level game, I'm going to tell you. Well, it's pretty much two glorified colleges.
Well, it's a national championship game. I mean, really and truly, you got two teams you got one ranked one in one poll, ranked one in the other one. So, I mean, it's kind of a national championship game.
Yep.
Ed Guerrero, chance of Rush Probst coming back. Who knows? I mean, that guy, who in the heck knows? I would be the last one to say no, but I'd be the last one to say yes, too.
I thought you were going to try to have him a Swarmcast next year.
No, that's okay. I'm good.
Go call in.
I'm good. That's all right. He can have his own Swarmcast. Just saying. Yeah, it'll be a different kind of swarm, but he can go ahead and have that swarm.
Randy and him are good buddies.
That's right. Michael Ramey asking about the outcome of us having cowbells and horns. I don't think the horns are going to work. Now, cowbells, maybe. And, again, we're hearing that they've got shakers at the games that are being played right now, so maybe. But I do think, again, the horns, there's been a specific rule.
Yeah, they talked about it today pregame.
I heard. What they say, though? I don't remember exactly.
They just said Thomas County and their Venezuelas. They
The
couldn't.
Venezuelans, that one.
Yeah, they
The
couldn't.
Venezuelans?
The Venezuelans.
They
But
came
now-
from Venice.
But now here's the rule. Now, no artificial noisemakers inside. We're inside, and
Yep.
anything like that is artificial noisemaker. So if you're bringing it, be cognizant of the game because
Yep.
last time we were there, we got a 15-yard penalty, no warning.
Yep.
So
Yep.
just pay attention to what you're doing and make sure it's at the right time.
Yeah, and don't bring the horns. I just that's the thing. The horns, I think, are the big issue there.
They're probably going to have a trained drug dog that finds only
Vuvuzelas,
Vuvuzelas.
yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't suggest it.
Robert Ramsey asking who's being discussed to fill those games. Honestly, they
No
won't.
clue.
I don't think they're going to look at any of that
Yeah.
until after the season's over with. I mean, they've just got too much to worry about right now. And think about it. The game ended Thursday night. The coaches were in there first thing Friday morning, and they were looking at film Friday morning, and they practiced on Saturday, Sunday, and today.
And the news about Thomasville, they didn't really find out until I think Friday.
That's
So,
right.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, all that's
Yeah,
all that's.
they've been working till midnight most nights.
Benedictine scored again, 21-9 Creekside. That's going to be a fantastic game for it. So with guys, it's 8:15. One more time, I want to thank Dairy Queen for our year of Swarmcast. Now we will be doing another one of these next Monday evening, and it'll be a wrap up for the whole year. And we'll review whatever happens on Wednesday night. You guys want to give any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Be safe on the way up. It's an exciting time. I'm super excited about being there again. And I think you and I were talking about earlier, when we went, we were kind of awestruck, trying to soak it all in, but really couldn't because just the feeling of being there just kind of took precedent. Now you really get to soak it in a little bit more because you kind of have a better idea of what to expect. There's not so much up in there. That was your first time broadcasting from there, too.
From the Benz, yeah.
And just a lot of that. So this time we're a little bit more calm about going, and and it's just from us. It's just a neat opportunity for us.
Well, you've been there, done that.
Yeah, it's a neat opportunity to say that we get a chance to broadcast from the same place that the people on ESPN broadcast and the people on the NFL Network and such. It's a neat opportunity for us for sure. But that being said, going with the purpose that we're going for, and to 2 out of 3 years go to the state championship in one of the toughest, if not the toughest division in all of the country.
Yeah.
I blessed beyond measure.
And let me reframe that. The ESPN guys get to do a game where we're going to be broadcasting.
Yeah, what he said.
Just saying.
No.
Not us doing a game where they're doing.
They're about 4 booths over. The nice one,
No, that's okay.
the one that we didn't see last
That's
year.
okay.
Yeah.
You mean they're not doing it from one of the stalls there in the bathroom? I thought that's where everybody.
Well, something happens there.
The one with my name above it.
Oh, yeah, that's
kinda
right.
like here. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
This is not the final show, Obadiah. We will be doing one next Monday evening. And hopefully, again, we'll be able to come in here and we will review the highlights from the game, regardless of what happens. And we'll have Coach Rogers on here, and we'll get into it. Bryce, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
I'm super ready to be out there, like Brian said. Experience it again. We're gonna have fun, but don't get it twisted. We know what's at stake and what's going on too. So we're gonna be all serious for that.
And Brian, make sure I'm right on the schedule here. Tailgate show for the radio will start at 5:30. Is that right?
So we're going to do 5:30. We got some really good segments lined up. You'll hear from us in the Benz, and then you'll hear some really good interviews that we have planned. And
Well, tell them who you're talking to because it's really cool.
Yeah, we're going to have an opportunity to talk to both Joe Thornton and Will Winston, offensive defensive coordinators for the Yellow Jackets. I think that's a neat opportunity. We haven't talked to them all year. Different perspectives, too. Coach Thornton was one of the first guys here with Coach Rogers 4 years ago. Will Winston came in after we won the state championship in 2023 when we lost to Cam Clark,
Yep.
when he went to Duke. And so neat opportunities. Both guys have a lot of experience, and it's a neat thing to talk about. And plus, too, when you get them next to each other and how complimentary they are of each other and each other's group, it's a really neat opportunity. So I think we'll enjoy being able to talk to them. And y'all have a pretty good segment lined up.
Yeah, we got me and Jamie are going back and reviewing each game through the season and talking about our recollections and how we kind of built up to this point.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool, too, because, man, it's been a wonderful ride now.
And then we got an interview with a couple of senior wrestlers.
Yep.
And like I said, it'll be back and forth, but I think it'll be a really enjoyable state championship worthy tailgate show.
Casey, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm leaving tomorrow morning with the team.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be fun.
You want to pack me in your bag?
I can put you in the trailer.
He'll fit in there.
Just throw me some snacks. I'll be all
Now,
right.
you probably want to get, like a gas mask and everything.
Yeah, because all the uniforms and pads and all that stuff is going to be in there.
Yeah,
So
I think I'll just drive Wednesday.
Yikes.
well, and let's just say right here, what an honor it will be. Again, this will be my 8th state championship game to broadcast for our high school, and hopefully we'll get an opportunity to bring the 7th one home. And looking forward to calling. And hopefully you guys that have to get stuck listening to the radio will do it justice. Those of you watching the video listening to us, we'll be doing the best we can to frame it and bring it home for the Jacket Nation. We are really – and, yes, Robert Ramsey, Thomas County Central has lost the state title game. I wish you had not asked. But 2002, we went and played Thompson and lost 41-27 in a game that was we relearned – our offense, retooled our offense in a week. Our starting quarterback were running the veer. Eric Walden rolled his ankle about a half dozen times up in the Georgia Dome against Marist, and he was unable to run the veer. So we put him in the shotgun and became a run and gun or a fun and gun team in a week, and scored 27 points. But Thompson was a better team that night. Huge line of scrimmage, big running backs, good quarterback, and we didn't have an answer for him defensively. Although I want to say if Eric had been healthy and we could control the tempo of the game a little bit better the way we normally did, I think we would have had a shot.
All right, let's leave that one alone. I'm tired of that energy.
Yeah. But anyway, let's focus on the 6th that we've won. The last time we were up there against Woodward Academy, a fantastic win, and hopefully we will do the same thing this week. Going to be
Brian's going to be down there recruiting with me now.
That's
Got to
what-
stand
yeah.
them scouts now. I done it last time. You got to join me this time.
What time's the team leaving in the morning?
Team is leaving at 9:35 from
Okay.
the high school.
Yeah, so if you
And
guys
we will be going by each school. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you're near one of the schools, just come out.
or come out to the high school. I was going to
Come
say
out
you,
to the high school. Come out.
And I'm assuming they're going to come by the front of the board office
Yep.
here.
that's what I understand.
So a lot of opportunities to see the guys off tomorrow if you have the opportunity.
Yep, no doubt. Folks, be safe heading up to Atlanta. Until Wednesday for the whole broadcast crew. Again, thanks to Dairy Queen for our sponsorship for the Swarmcast. We will see you Wednesday from the Benz and for the whole crew. Until we see you on the radio.